side, you have your stay recent gameplay, and then you have broadcasting. So when you go to broadcasting, it's got a microphone, a camera, a looks like a text thing, little overlay options. Underneath it, it's got the pause broadcasting, and then underneath that, it's got stop broadcast, if you would. So when it's crossed, it's not muted.
On cross is muted.
Right. Right. So when you cross something out, it's like you think, oh, it's muted. You know how like when you go up to your TV, you hit the mute button, and when you're doing a live broadcasting. So it's a depuzzlement. Yeah, it's a depuzzlement when you don't understand it, because when you think about it and you're seeing the microphone and it's crossed, you're thinking backwards. It shouldn't be crossed because it's a microphone. But it's the same concept as a speaker. If it's crossed, it's unmuted, meaning you can talk and they can hear you talk. So it's backwards.
It's backwards.
Right, so when it's crossed, you can talk. When it's not crossed, you can't talk.
So cross you can, uncross you cannot at all.
Right, so if it's uncrossed, so if it doesn't, okay. When like the speaker on the TV, when it's crossed, you can't hear it. Right?
Right.
Okay, when it's uncrossed, you can hear it just fine. When it doesn't have that line going through the speaker. Kind of like the no smoking sign. You got the circle with a line through it, you can't smoke. You got a circle with a line in it, or you got a circle with no line in it, but you got the cigarette, that means you can't smoke. You see what I'm saying? Even though you're probably not a smoker, but same thing with the speaker, same thing with this, but with the microphone on the PlayStation, it's backwards. If it's crossed, you can talk, you can communicate, but when it's not crossed, you cannot crossed.
And it's just in the broadcasting settings, so it's not possible to go into the settings of the
right, it's in the broadcasting settings, but not in the main settings of the PlayStation. It's like you go to the game, you have to go into a game, hit live broadcast, go to the timer, not go to the other ones, but go to the timer, bring up another deal, another display. It's got the broadcast, a timer, a microphone, a camera, overlay something, and then pause broadcast, stop broadcast, and then the microphone has got to be crossed to speak on your broadcasting live. Because I'm doing live broadcasting right now, and I bet you if I don't want, they can hear me talk.
So the main thing is the microphone has to be crossed. Is the only way
to communicate. Yes, because you can go to my broadcasting right now, which is sound test number 3 on YouTube, and you can see that I'm talking. When you look at the other 2 sound tests, like sound test 1, sound test 2.
Alright. And it works for all the apps like Twitch, YouTube.
Right, it is for all of them. It's got to be crossed to communicate. If it's not crossed, you ain't communicating with your viewers or anything. It's a weird concept. It really is. It throws me off almost every time.
Understood. And actually, thank you for that knowledge. As I told you, like we are agents here, and perhaps in some occasions actually related with those stuff. We didn't have like a specific troubleshooting. We just use like a macro troubleshooting related with the settings, setup, restore the full set, stuff like that. So